So this tool changed how I think, articulate, store information, and also write. It is a second brain, and in this video I explain how it works, how I use it to make my life relatable to you, and how it has changed my life, so you understand actually how. But first, who am I? I'm an ex-photographer and ex-co-founder of a German company or German startup called Zenivo, and we're a team of around 10 people making around 300k a year, and now I pursue my passion with my modern person business here on YouTube, teaching others about productivity systems and second brains for creators and businesses. And I need to cut my hair today. So if you want to start your own business with my second brain and productivity systems, I launched a free 90-day challenge to help you build a life of freedom and autonomy, pursuing your passions without any financial restrictions and waking up feeling motivated and excited. So there's no bullshit in this challenge. It's just pure value for 90 days from my business experiences. Kortex is a new free writing tool created by Dan Koh. Many of you might be familiar with him, just typing him on YouTube or anywhere else. And yeah, in my view, it is the best second brain available. And yeah, let's get into it and how the second brain actually works. So every single morning when I wake up, I read for around 30 to 60 minutes. Honestly, every single morning, this is kind of my routine. And then I start writing. But for the reading part, I only actually read on Readwise Reader. This is this app here, which is from the Readwise team or Readwise business, for example, and they done a pretty good job with a new app or new book app. It's similar actually to Kindle, Apple Books, but honestly on crazy mode or crack mode, if I'm allowed to say here on YouTube. Never mind. And yeah, there are different optionalities. We can read articles from any clips from Google. For example, we can just use this highlight clip here, and then they will be sent automatically to the app. Similar to videos, YouTube videos, also Twitter or X tweets, PDF files works as well, emails. So like we can even send emails or newsletters to the thing automatically. And yeah, all of that is possible. And we also can tag everything with a specific tag system. Honestly, it's pretty overpowered. And this is one of the parts which really changed my life. And then the combination between Kortex and Readwise Reader is insane. Honestly, insane. Because the interesting part about here is this Readwise Reader app connects to our Kortex, means everything what we read, is it in the evening or on the morning, can be afterwards searched in Kortex. So when we are here and just press Command K, we can all search for everything. So let's say I'm here and I'm looking for newsletter stuff. I can just type in newsletter, and then I get all the information either from my own writing or down here from the content. So Dan Koh's content, capture, feature, highlights, and this is the part. So we have highlights, and all these highlights are, for example, from the Readwise Reader app. And this is extremely powerful, especially when you're writing. This is a huge game changer. And also when we here in this library tab, we can also navigate between authors and also the highlights itself. So for example, let's take the book, The Way of the Superior Man. Honestly, great book for every man. We can see all the highlights we created from reading this book, and they're also actually tagged with keywords, especially in the app itself. So we can use the normal Readwise app. So when we're in Readwise, we can also look for all the different tags and everything else. So for example, we can see here the highlight tags. Can you please load a bit faster? So everything what we store here, we can see, okay, how many times did I use a specific tag and system, like 114 times like live mastery. For example, it's a captain story in my newsletter. I use this for like 33 times, everything what makes sense. I tag it while reading. It's like, okay, this is a perfect story that suits perfectly into my newsletter writing. So I know, okay, when I'm writing this newsletter, I can search for a tag and implement this tag or highlight into my writing. So pretty powerful. And honestly, once you ingrained this idea, honestly, your way of thinking changes entirely. And yeah, after this reading habit in the morning, I always start writing my newsletter. So for example, here, this is the outline of my newsletter or my previous newsletter, which calls the approval of others, living your own life. And yeah, this is the entire thing here, organized and structured in Kortex, which is insane. And I always have a double tab, so we can do them both sided here. I mean, it looks kind of crappy right now, but normally, yeah, this is pretty powerful because I can write and then I can always look on the right side, hey, what I'm actually writing or what I'm highlighting or where's the research coming, and then the research is getting from here. Yeah, I hope it doesn't look too bad. So, and then we can also option this a bit bigger. And then I just take the information from the right side, put it into my writing, and my writing benefits greatly from it. And I'm just started writing like 4 months ago or something. So yeah, it honestly changed my life in terms of thinking, articulating, and also storing information and ideas. And if you're interested about this writing framework, which is a bit more enhanced, I also done it entirely. Everything is actually free in this 90-day challenge. So once you sign up to it, every week you get like the information and everything will be provided there for entirely for free. So you just need to join it. And then after 90 days, you should be able to have a profitable one-person business, hopefully. It really depends also on your choices, sure, and also the content, what you're providing. But yeah, this is the system which I do for a couple of months and also years and all the information I have. And yeah, to shortly explain how I use this writing and Readwise system, I want to go into a bit more detailed information, how I actually use these tags. So once you now understand how I read, how I write, and how I use the system to improve my life, I want to show you shortly my tag system, which I need to get on here. Tag. So my tag system is pretty simple. So for example, I have a grandparent tag, which is actually a category. This could be, for example, as I mentioned before, newsletter. So every newsletter can be searched entirely here. And I will also get a bit into a short moment more into Readwise Reader. Then I have a parent tag, which is a keyword or keywords. This could be newsletter growth or newsletter referral. And then the third tag is the child tag or the purpose of it. So this could be newsletter growth, advice, newsletter referral example. So for example, if I know, okay, the grandparent category is newsletter, okay, I can search for newsletter. Then I narrow it down to newsletter growth or newsletter referral. So I know, okay, what topic or keyword it might be. And then what is the purpose actually of this system or newsletter part or writing, whatever. Then it calls newsletter growth, advice, or newsletter referral examples. Or I call it, hey, I need to implement this into my writing. So I put like a purpose of writing or newsletter or 90-day challenge. So I can organize it later on where it actually needs to go. And then something kleine short bonus, what I would like to show you here as well as an example, is when Readwise just released something pretty powerful as well, and I was hoping they will release it anytime soon, because I was thinking like this would be so good for like people who are studying or knowledge workers like myself as well, and they included a couple of things. They included themed reviews and broadcasts. So broadcast, for example, is all the highlights I've created. People can, for example, join and get like the information I have. There also are mastery flashcards, which you can test out for yourself. I haven't really tested it out much. I just set it up. Another interesting thing, for example, what I've done is if you have used Readwise before, you can get these daily reviews here, and then all the highlights you have will be daily sent to your email, or you can see it on your iPhone, iPad, Android device, whatsoever. And then you can create your own ones, which I call, for example, Life Mastery or Business Mastery or Newsletter Mastery, which is not here on the top, which is here, Life Mastery or Relationship Mastery, Business Mastery, and Newsletter Mastery. So you can see there's a lot of highlights included, like 169, 159, and 500 24, and 151. So this is another way of getting more your way of like reading. So it always gets into your mind when you're like opening your phone, your iPad, whatsoever. And one thing I would like to give you as a bonus if you make it until the end of this video, so thank you very much first of all, and also I created an entire planner, an accountability planner for you, so you can just download it. It's entirely for free. It's a Kortex accountability planner, and this is the one I use every single day because the simple way of it is I copy it every single week. It also aligns with the 90-day challenge, and this is also explained in the challenge that this template is every week, and I always add more to it. And then I also make underneath parts, means here, for example, that's by text posts, thread posts, good for performance videos, or good performance videos, daily posts. And these ones will be copied every week. And then I just delete the stuff which I'd already done. So I kind of never forget something, and I always improve every single week for a tiny bit. So for me, it's the 1% method every single day, because every single day I look at it, read the stuff again, try to implement it, and then every week new stuff is added or deleted, so I never get cluttered too much, and I always have a kind of like clean overview of my weekly tasks and projects, so I can actually achieve my goals. So you can download it entirely for free, and I hope it helps you. In the challenge, there's a bit more guidance how you can actually implement it into your life as well. So yeah, hope you like this video. If there's anything, leave a comment down below. Oh, and before you're going, I also have a Notion operating system. So if you're interested looking into Notion and you're more a Notion productivity guy and haven't used Kortex, which I would definitely recommend trying out Kortex or Readwise Reader, you can get the template down below if you're interested. So thanks very much for watching this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.